So what are the Nintendo Power Inserts? Well, Nintendo Power Inserts came with just about every NES game. And what they were just a little pamphlet where you could cut out the back, send that away to Nintendo, and that's how you subscribed to Nintendo Power back in the day. So, let's go through them. Alright, so the very first ones are actually for the Nintendo Fun Club. And Nintendo Fun Club was before Nintendo Power. So, because of that, these are kind of tough to find. You don't find these every day. So, there is a variant of this, but it's very minor. Alright, next we have the first Nintendo Power insert. And this is PMG-US. Alright, next we have the Mario II Nintendo Power insert, which gives you a little hint for Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, as well as a hint for Zelda on the back here. And this is PMG-PT-USA. Next we have the Castlevania II insert. This is PMG-QU-USA. And of course this has a little tip for Castlevania II. Next is the Track and Field 2 insert. And this is PMG-VR-USA. And it gives you a tip for Car Warriors 2. And then we have the Zelda 2 insert, which is PMG-MW-USA. And this gives you a hint for Mario 2. Alright, after that they started to change the style again, and they went with this very 80s pop art style, which is pretty neat. And this is PMG-AA-USA. And it's for Becky Delong, and she definitely looks like a Becky. So again, this is really, by this time they were really pushing Nintendo Power and advertising, you know, Zelda maps and the latest tips and stuff like that. So, and next we have PMG-BB-USA, and this is for Jamie Clark. And the inside's exactly the same. Next we have PMG-CC-USA, Jeff Benson. And once again, the inside's the same. And then we have PMG-DD-USA with Marty Ramirez. And then once again, the inside's the same. Alright. Next we have the most common insert by far. And this is PMG-USA. It looks pretty similar to the previous one. It's just a little bit different. And next we have the Danger Do Not Open insert. This is PMG-USA-1. By this time, it was the 90s, and you can tell everything had to be very extreme and radical, you know. It's definitely a product of its time. And it gives you a hint for Mega Man 3 on the back here. Next we have the 1-up insert, and this is GP-NES-USA. So they'd advertise the NES Game Atlas, and then you have a tip on the back here for Mario 3. And then lastly, you have the roll insert, which is GP-NES-USA-1. Again, once again, advertises the free NES Game Atlas. By this time, you know, the Super Nintendo and the Game Boy were, you know, running full force, and NES was kind of on its way out, sadly. So, because of that, these ones are a little bit tougher to find. So, but yeah, that's all of them. So, one thing to note, however, is these yellow ones. Not only did they come with NES games, but they also came with Game Boy games as well. So, and same with these blue ones. They came with both NES games and Game Boy games. And then lastly, the Danger one. Not only did this come with NES games and Game Boy games, but it also came with Super Nintendo games as well. So that's pretty neat. Anyways, there you have it.